But when you are a guard and you can pull off 30, there is very little that can be done with you. And that is the case with Stephen Curry. He don't need help. He don't need screens. He can create his own shot off the dribble.
Yeah. Ooh. Coach put me in the game. I can hit the shot from half court. MVP of all sports. Coach put me in the game. You know I'm the truth on the field. Bad up. Competition know the deal. Coach put me in the game. Woo. Yeah. Coach put me in the game. Coach put me in the game. Welcome to the Coach Staley, Coach English Show. Ghoulish gang. Coach put me in the game.
Lyrics to go.
Welcome back to the Staley and English Show featuring Coach Kurtz. It's your boy, Coach English, and I'm in the building with Coach Staley and a very, very special guest, our guy, everybody's guy, Stacey Hough. He's only with us for a short period of time, so we're going to try to get to the business. But first off, Josh, how has your week been?
Week's been well. You know, we're getting very, very close to basketball season, so we've been grinding. We've been working, trying to get it possible as you can with 14 through 18-year-olds and experiencing that challenge and embracing it and going from there. But other than that, you know, all is well. No complaints. How things been going with you?
Man, everything's been great, man. Like you said, just working out, man, doing the best we can. The countdown continues. I think we're down to like 22, 23 days before we hit that ground, and the grind really starts becoming real for you. So, you know, we're doing the best we can to just continue to work hard and do what we can, because we got to keep up with the AC Floors of the world, you know what I mean? And the Ridgeviews of the world, who consistently apparently always get better each year. But speaking of Ridgeview, we got one of the best voices in radio and TV and everywhere around, Mr. Stacey Hough. It's always a pleasure to have you on the show, man. How's everything?
Man, it's glad to be with y'all, man, just for a little few minutes, man. I think I do a good job and tune in when I can't be on. Just glad to be here for a moment, man. It's almost done.
We gonna quickly get into the topic of the day, and then me and Josh double back because we really wanted to get Stacey on to get his opinion. The Huffster wanted to get his opinion on this particular topic. Josh, why don't you tell Mr. Huff what we talking about today?
All right, so in recent news and in the big media and you know, it's just been national news. We've been talking about the verdict and the conviction and the results of the Botham Johns case as it concerns, you know, former police officer Amber Geiger is it Amber or Audrey? I think is
Amber.
Amber Geiger, and the verdict and how everything played out, even with the brother forgiving her in the courtroom and the empathy and affection that she was showed in the courtroom. And we just kind of want to chime in and just talk about some of that and, you know, how it affects, you know, how that affects the tone of America and just get our thoughts on that, you know. So Stacey, what are your thoughts on how all of that played out?
Man, first of all, man, we know there's at least a double standard. That's the mildest way I can say it in the justice system and in the understanding of in America. So fear of the black man is a real thing. So, you know, I don't mind saying that. So going into this whole situation, you know, there was the legal question of whether she meant to do it or didn't mean to do it. But what I don't think there's a debate about is she killed him, and the man, you know, he deserves some sort of justice. As far as the forgiving, me personally, my Christian faith, I'm not that far along my journey yet. You know, I'm not I'm not saved enough. I'll be honest with you to have hugged that woman if she killed my brother. So on one hand, I understand that's how it should be. But in real life, where I am and the way I see it, I think she should get more than 10 years. And I think it would have been perfectly okay with me if they didn't hug her and stroke her hair in the courtroom. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Coach E, I know, like I said, I know we don't have Brother Stacey for long, but we just wanted to really, get his thoughts and see how he felt about things. So, Coach E, what are your thoughts on everything?
For me, I think that, and I was on another show. I think about a week ago, and they talked about it. And my initial thing to it was, first off, no, if I was his brother, I could not have hugged her in that. I could not have done it. I could have forgave her, because I think forgiveness is kind of about you, and it's not about the person who has done something to you. But I wouldn't have been able to bring myself to fully embrace her the way he did, and let her feel okay, because I'm not okay, and she shouldn't feel okay. One, my next thing is I thought back to it, and I said, well, first off, no matter how tired you are, no matter what, when you walk in your house, there are certain things, like where your TV is. You know where the key rack is. You know where this is. So the second you walk in your house, it should be, I don't think I'm in the right place. Then my last point is, police should give a warning before shooting. She shot to kill. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to give a warning. Like, they should be saying, hey, freeze, police, whatever. You know what I'm saying? There has to be some sort of announcement. So for her to just act. Now, I don't know her true intentions. And the only person that knows that for sure is her. But it's just something in my heart, something in me feels like it's still a little fishy. And I feel like she got off easy with just 10 years for a straight out murder. Like, it was murder. She was convicted of murder.
Cold-blooded murder.
She was convicted of it. Like, it's not like she was convicted of something else or found not guilty of this and found guilty of this. Like, she was found guilty and only given 10 years. Like, I don't get it. We got brothers and sisters in jail for dealing, that doing life. And she got 10 years for killing somebody. And I still feel...
People 10 years for a gram of marijuana.
For a gram of marijuana doing 10 years. You know what I'm saying? And marijuana legal now. You know what I'm saying? and they still doing time. And this lady gets off on 10 years. Nah, something about that don't sit right with me. It just don't. What about you, Josh?
I guess with my perspective. Stacey, how much time we got left with you, brother?
10 minutes. We good? 10, 15.
Okay. So from my perspective, I try not to speak from a place of anger. Like we said, okay, so Botham's brother, Lord knows I pray that I'm pronouncing his name correctly. His brother got on his hand and he said, I'm basically not speaking for my whole family, but I forgive you. And I think that's more of a load, I guess, to get it off his heart. From a spiritual perspective, that's out of my hands now. Like that's out of my hands. Just like how the non-family gave Dylan Root after he did that gross crime, hate crime, evil crime in Charleston, South Carolina. They forgave, and believe it or not, when you forgive like that, especially in like national occurrences where the whole world is watching, it takes a lot of tension. So, bro, it takes a lot out of the situation. As bad as it is. So, from a spiritual perspective, I understand where you're coming from. My issue Pause for 1 second. I'm hearing a lot of feedback. Are you hearing that?
Yeah, I think that might be Stacey's wind, his wind.
Okay, let's turn my AC off. Turn my AC off.
Well, just put your phone on mute.
That'll work.
There you go. My bad.
Yeah.
All right.
There it is. Okay, so and I'll go back from where I was talking from a spiritual perspective. I understand where the brother's coming from. Maybe he was trying to clear his heart, and he was trying to move forward because and I've even put tweets out. I am a firm believer. Like, if you don't forgive, you aren't going to be able to move forward. But from a perspective as a black man in America and a former, basically, history major in undergrad, it alarms me, and it also frustrates me for how, as black people, since the days of slavery, we have been taught to forgive white America to appease them all in the same time, all in the same breath. Now, that might make some angry, but that's just how it's always been. In the past, the Bible has been used to control the slaves. Master beat you, separate your family, rape your women. But look at this Bible. It says to forgive us and to love, your owner, love your boss, no matter how bad we treat you. Well, we all know that's not the purpose of the Bible, but it was manipulated to that point. And one would ask, why are we so easy to forgive? Well, that's just how we've been conditioned over time, to forgive. And then as growing and living in America as a black man, there's no empathy for the black man in America. And I want y'all to understand, I'm not asking for you to feel sorry for me. I'm talking about empathy. It's a big difference. I don't need any handouts. I don't need you to feel sorry for me. I don't need you to even cry for me. But I need you to understand that I'm running a different race from everyone else. I'm being looked at from a different perspective from everyone else. So when this whole thing went down, I wanted, I text my brother Jason Reynolds, and I was asking him, and we discussed how we felt amongst it. But I didn't want to speak from a place of anger, but I did want to speak from a place of trying to get people to understand, there's no empathy for the black man in America.
If he killed her in that apartment, what would it have looked like?
If I would have shot her in the apartment, I'm no fool. I probably would have gotten life, or I might be up for the death penalty right now.
Oh, you'd have got the death penalty. You'd have got the death penalty for sure.
And she didn't have to be a cop. And that's where, but here's where it's so deep. And as people, we got to wake up and we got to do better. And we got to understand our ice is just as cold as our white brothers and sisters' ice. Because right now we still kind of, and like, not everyone. I'm not trying to offend anyone, but right now it's almost like our ice is still, we feel like our ice isn't as cold, because it was 7 in the state of Texas. The jurors determine how long you get in jail. You go to jail if you're convicted of a crime, not the judge. And it was 7 black jurors on that jury stand. So 7 out of the 12 were black. And they had so much empathy for this lady, even though she was found guilty of first-degree murder. And if you look up the average sentence of first-degree murder, it's 25 to life or even the death penalty. And she was found guilty of that.
Especially in Texas.
Right, especially in Texas. But they had so much empathy for her, so much empathy. They felt so bad for her that they only gave her 10 years. And in the process, the John brother wanted to hug her and even said, as far as, I don't even want you to go to jail. And I forgive, and again, forgive, that's fine. But I have a problem with saying you don't want someone to go to jail. I have a problem with asking to hug the person that just killed your brother. I have a problem with the judge hugging her and even handing her a Bible on the way out. I have a problem with the bailiff caressing her and giving her, comfort on the way out, and she gets 10 years and she's up for parole in 5. So I just have a problem with, not so much a problem, but I just think we need to grow as a people to understand we don't have to devalue ourselves. We don't have to look at any other race, not just white, as being the superior race. And I know a lot of our people don't feel that way. Like you brothers on the phone don't feel that way. But if you look at the facts of it, she was given 10 years by black people. Okay?
I'm with you on everything you're saying. Every word, I'm with you, all that.
You know, and she was given 10 years by black people because over time, we have been conditioned. And I'm not saying be evil. I'm not saying attack when you're attacked to attack and not think things out. But what I am saying is we have been conditioned at such a high level since we've come in this country to forgive the white man for their crimes against us. And it has yet to be shown that the white man forgives us for our crimes. Because when we're in a rut and we commit a crime, we get the hammer laid on us. Like y'all just said, it's some people still in jail serving sentences from the crack epidemic of the 80s.
Josh, let me say this, right? Because I'm going to have to run. Let me say this: the prisoners were built for us, though, so it wasn't built for her. So they were built for us. So there you go. So
right, and it's
with us in mind.
And when you're talking about issues like this, you want to come from a place of growth, because I do want to move to the next phase. I do want to take a step forward. I do want improvement. So I'm not talking at my brothers and sisters of the other race, because it's not just a black white thing. It's an everything thing. But one of the main reasons why we can't take these steps forward, because people don't want to face it and be like, yo, it's some stuff that's messed up that we need to fix. And this was a prime example of one of those things, because this lady, I've seen black men completely innocent get treated like dogs during their trial and thrown into jail and got several years for a crime that they didn't even commit, because they took a plea deal, because they took a plea bargain. And this lady was guilty red-handed. She was caressed and stroked in court and basically told it was going to be okay. And that's the face of America that we really got to look at first if we plan on moving forward. And again, most people are afraid to talk about this because, oh, I don't want to offend anyone, or I don't want to be alienated on my job. Where fear is one of the main things that kills growth. And if we're going to be afraid to face this, if we're going to be timid to move forward, we're never going to grow past this. And that goes for black people, white people, Asian, Hispanic. I don't care what you are. I don't care what you are. We're going to have to face it to move forward, because, like I said, I tried my best not to come from a place of anger, because growing up, living as a black man in America, you have no choice but to get angry. And then when people try to flip the story and flip the narrative and say this and say that, well, if the narrative was flipped this time, I know for a fact, one, I don't even know if the trial would have, if it would have been this fast of a trial, because that was a very speedy trial. And then two, like, I don't feel like it would have been such a non-harsh sentence. And it's very unharsh, because again, she's up for parole in 5 years.
Yeah.
You know, but like I said, and I even talked to my spiritual leader about this. I talked to my pastor about this before we even got on the show. And it's just like, you know, hey, I'm not going to even go to a thing of racism, because we're quick to throw that word racism out, and then it becomes oversaturated and it doesn't really have a meaning. But I think in America, it's people fighting a good fight to try to move things forward and promote equity. Like, for instance, the CIA and Homeland Security finally, and I mean finally, identified Nazi, neo-Nazis and the KKK as threats, as threats in America. And they've been homeland threats for years, because they've been targeting a specific group of Americans to harm and hurt us, not just physically, but politically and socially, emotionally for years. And they've just been identified as homeland threats as threats in America. So we're trying to, even though that should have been done, we're trying to move forward, but we still have so far to go.
We're still a little ways away, but Stace, we're gonna let you get your last words in so we can get you out of here. But go ahead. What's your final touches on it?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, my thing, pretty much everything Josh said, and we're in a bad place, and and it even right, Josh. Anger ain't even an answer. I can calmly say that if this situation were flipped, here's the crux of the problem. If he had wanted her from beginning to the end, just to add one more thing, and y'all can discuss. I'm about to get up off here, but you do know that the witness against her was shot over the weekend, and I think it's symbolic.
Yeah, he was killed.
Dang.
He was killed. The one basically eyewitness got killed.
And so now she's gonna appeal. So she's gonna appeal and probably win. I just so y'all know, get ready. The one witness, ironically, was shot, and one of the shots went in his mouth, almost as if to say, "This is for telling." Yeah, think about it. Think about it. I'll bounce on that, man. We're right. I'll be on again sometime.
All right, man. Enjoy the evening, man.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Yeah. Stacey just dropped a bomb on that because basically the one eyewitness that spoke on it, and the brother was already saying he was kind of fearful, not kind of, but he was fearful of his life.
He's fearful of his life.
After the conviction, after the verdict, this brother was murdered in the parking lot of his apartment, and one of the bullets did hit him in the mouth. And it's just like right now, there's no suspects
at all.
There aren't any suspects. So it's like, and is she going to appeal? I would be foolish to think she's not going to appeal.
Yeah, of course. Why is she not going? Why would she not appeal?
Right, especially with the one witness dead.
As soon as I find out that person dead, I'm gone.
Yeah, and it's and like you said, you try not to come from a place of anger, then stuff like this happens, and then you have some ignorant people that wants chaos, because chaos is by design. I don't think chaos is an accident, because you have to plan to make things that crazy. And I think people want chaos, and they killed that brother. They killed another brother, and his family was saying that he didn't have any known enemies. Like if he did, they didn't know about it. So, but most people that have enemies like that, people know because they're living that type of life. And here it is, this young brother's dead, for speaking up in a case. I'm not going to say that's the reason why he got killed yet. Again, I'm going to try to be patient in my judgment, but it seems very suspect. And as a black man in America, I just need people to understand. You ain't even got, like I said, don't feel sorry, but it's not just black men. It's my people in general. We're fighting both sides of the fight. We're trying to get our white brothers and sisters and the opposite race brothers and sisters to understand where we're coming from. We're just as good. And then we got to get ourselves to understand, we got to love ourselves before anybody else loves us. Yeah. Because if we don't love ourselves, they're not going to love us. Because if they know you don't take care of your own grass in your yard, they're going to constantly walk on your grass and not care if it's dead or not.
But that's the problem. We don't care about our own damn grass.
We're not taking care of our own grass. But when they see those sprinklers on and they see their yard finally trimmed and everything is hedged and cut and the bushes and everything is gleaming, they're going to be less likely to walk on your grass. Why? Because they know that yard is well taken care of. And when yards are well taken care of, that means someone cares if you step on my grass. And right now, as a people, we're not caring for each other enough to prevent some of this grass stepping. And in the same breath, like my wife always tells me, this is a general people thing. People got to start caring for people.
Yes, but that's tough, Josh.
Like, it is.
If you're saying people got to start caring for people, when people generally, like your number one instinct is to care about self. You know what I'm saying? And I think that yes, people should care about people, and I'm a firm, staunch believer in we should care about each other. But if I know you don't care about me, you can be good in hell well, damn well. No, I ain't gonna care about you because
it's harder to turn. It's hard to turn.
It's hard. It's hard to turn the other cheek because sometimes you turn the other cheek and the person slap you in the other one.
More than likely they will.
You know what I'm saying? You turn the cheek for somebody to slap you another one.
Yeah, it's extremely hard to turn the other cheek, and it's even harder to turn that cheek when the only reason you're turning it is because you got hit so hard that you were forced to turn your cheek.
That you was forced to turn that cheek.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just so many levels to the healing that this country needs, and we could pray all we want, but I believe I serve a God of action. And if we're going to move forward, we have to show the God I serve that we want to move forward, you know, and right now it's so many people comfortable with the way things are in America that they don't want to lose that comfort, that they don't want to lose that placement that they have because they feel they're going to lose something. But the sad in the pitiful part of it, you won't lose. You'll gain so much more if we begin to love each other. And I ain't trying to sound like no after school special, but I'm just trying to control my emotions because I've seen it too much. And you know, you can say what you want. But it's just levels and levels of growth that we need. Because right now, you know, even with the opioids, you know, that's a sickness, that's a disease, that's an epidemic. But when my people were struggling with the crack cocaine that we did not bring over here, we was just predators, drug addicts, and criminals. It wasn't an epidemic. It wasn't a sickness. It wasn't a disease. So it was nothing extra put in place to really try to help us. It was more of like, let's just throw them in jail and get them out the way. But with the opioids, it's like, yo, you know, hey man, you know, these people need help. They're sick. They got a disease. Let's go out the way and let's help them. You know, even down to the way they did the commercials. We all remember the commercials with the frying pan. This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. And the egg was fried. Well, the opioid commercials are nothing like that. It's freaking small little infomercials and documentaries on calling how you can get help. So it's just like we have so just how we look at each other, man. And I'm not being biased. Like how I look at my white brothers and sisters has to change. And how they look at us has to change from a holistic perspective. And until that occurs, like you said, it's so difficult. And the people that's fighting a good fight, keep fighting, because it's not a losing battle, but I think it's a battle we will lose.
It's a battle we will lose, yeah.
Yeah, you know, if we don't continue to fight. And it's frustrating. And it's not just the John family that's going through this. I pray for all the families, black, white, blue, green. I don't care your heritage, I don't care your culture, but we got to get to this. And to close this topic out, so we can quickly get into our predictions for the NBA this year, which I'm very excited about. What would let me be transparent? Would I have been able to hug someone that just murdered one of my brothers? Probably not.
No.
Would I have fought in my heart and with my faith to forgive? Yeah, because I would want to move on. I would want to move on, especially, and I probably would have struggled even more with the fact that you're acting like you didn't do it on purpose.
Especially
you know,
since
that's
you don't have you don't have the. It's almost like you got fake remorse in your heart, right? Because real remorse is
to try to act like you thought that was your apartment.
Like real remorse is, yo, I made a mistake,
right? Like
I shouldn't have done that. Like it wasn't my apartment.
If you got a roommate, you don't even accidentally walk in your roommate room thinking it's your room.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. When you walk in the door, hey, the TV on the left, the this, the that. So even if you parked on the wrong floor, and then you mean to tell me that the boy lock was defective? So that means your key didn't turn the lock. The door was just open. So what now? You know what I'm saying? Like it's just too many holes in the story. But see, she went in there dressed up real nice. The nice white girl in the South. Well, I'm sorry, in the Southwest. And she just did her thing. Looking all nice and I'm a police officer and I ain't never did nothing like this before. And I was tired. I had to work however many hours straight. And I parked on the wrong floor and all this and all that. Forget everything else.
Yeah, I'm not really buying that story.
I ain't buying that shit, man.
Especially with the 12.
Oh God, I cursed. I'm sorry, but
the 12-hour shift, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's what we do every day.
Man, I don't care.
If my brain is not functioning from the shifts I'm working as a coach, I shouldn't even recognize my own sons when I walk in the house.
Exactly.
We do those. We do those on a daily basis.
Man.
But what is going to happen is we got to start taking care of our own grass. We got to start loving ourselves first. Again, not just in times of turmoil and frustration. We got to love ourselves unconditionally. And it's like being in a relationship. People are only going to, a man as a dog is only going to try a woman that allows him to dog her out.
Yeah.
But if he knows that woman values herself, that dog usually straightens the heck out because he wants that. He wants that unconditional love.
Yeah.
Right now, we gotta love ourselves more and prevent people from not loving us, man. And I'm all for love. And I'm okay with disagreeing with people. I'm okay with like I said, I talk to other people to understand their perspective and see where they were coming from. And I have no problem with that. And I have no problem with you disagreeing with me. The only problem I got is you disrespecting me. We can disagree without disrespect. And that's the only time I have an issue. And so the only thing we need to make sure we do is start to take care of our own yard, man. Let's water our own grass. Let's take care of our own grass. Let's value what we call our yard, what we call ours. And I think we can start moving forward in a more expeditious manner. And I'm going to close it out at that. We would like to hear your thoughts on it, but let's quickly get into these NBA predictions. We can probably do another show on this, but I'm going to jump right into it. I'm very excited about the NBA this year. I haven't been this excited about an NBA season probably since.
But why do you think that is, though, Josh? I can tell you why I think that is.
Because it's parody again.
It's parody again. You know, it's I don't like as much as you say about LeBron and AD teaming up. I still can't guarantee. No, I don't. No. Like that's what I'm saying. Like no matter how much you talk about them teaming up with Dwight Howard and whoever else.
Right.
Like I still don't see them like it's not they're not Golden State when Golden State had KD.
Right.
They're just not that.
The only thing that could have stopped Golden State stopped them last year, which was injuries. You know, God bless. Which was injury. That was the only thing that if because even with KD out, if Clay stays healthy, they probably figure out a way to they figure out a way to win it because so injury was the only thing. And like I said, God bless again. I pray KD and Clay with a speedy 100% recovery and don't touch that floor till y'all guys are actually 100% healthy because I need y'all both back at a high level to continue this parity of the game. But with that being said, okay, I think the West is going to flow something like this.
Tell me what you think the West going to be.
This is how the West is going to flow.
Josh, before we get to the West, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. You answer them.
Go ahead.
Okay, guys. I saw this article on ESPN.com. They had a list of questions for the NBA. We go through that, and then we go with our Eastern Conference finish, Western Conference finish, title. Good? Okay.
I'm good.
The biggest NBA team turnaround next year.
The Lakers by far, because the Lakers
by far. Yeah, the Lakers. Okay, now behind them, who do you think?
I think the potentially, it would probably have to be another West Coast team because I think the East is going to potentially stay the same. No, I can see the Miami Heat sneaking in the playoffs this year.
I'm gonna tell you who I think.
Who you got?
The Pelicans. I think the Pelicans got better.
Yeah. I think they brought in more parts.
They brought in more pieces
to be there.
Now, I don't know. We don't know what Zion's going to be. Not slighting him or nothing. But, everybody thought Greg Oden was going to be the best thing since sliced bread. And he wasn't.
Yeah. But here's my only fear of the Pelicans. Are Lonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram and even Josh Hart to a sense, are those young players going to turn the corner It showed that they not just know how to play games, but win games.
Now that's the thing, and I think that's the thing, because I think that they were never. I don't think they were ever put in this position before. Totally young team.
Yeah. I mean, it's a totally young team, but they were totally young before LeBron got there.
Well coached, but I don't think they were. I don't think Luke Walton was a good coach.
Okay, I give him that. I'll be fair and give him that.
I don't think he was a good coach.
Right, Luke Walton wasn't the greatest of coaches. I'll give that.
And I think they have a good coach who's going to get the best out of them. That's just my thought on it, because I do think that to win you need talent, but I also believe that a good coach can take that talent to the next level.
Okay, I'll take that.
And I think that what the Pelicans have over there is a good marriage of young players that are willing to listen and some high energy guys. You got a guy like Zion who does not stop. And so, and a crowd pleaser. And then you have, if hopefully them young kids been in the lab, Ingram and Ball been in the lab and really working on that jump shot, working on the game so that they could bring it together. I just feel like they're kind of that team that could get past. And of course the Clippers made some moves that, put them in the mix as well. But those two teams, I think the Lakers by far, because they didn't make the playoffs, and just by default, a healthy LeBron, AD, a healthy, no matter what you think about Dwight Howard, still athletic, still could defend the rim, still allows AD to do other things other than, I just feel they're set up to be that number one team turnaround. All right, next question. Next question for you, Josh.
I'm ready.
How many championships will LeBron win with the Lakers?
2 on the low side, 3 if he catches major breaks.
2? You got 2?
Yeah.
I think maybe 1.
Yeah.
I think maybe 1.
And the reason why I say if he catches major breaks, because if he wins one this year, that's a major break.
Yeah, if he wins one this year, it's a break.
That's a major break. And then next year they're already flowing, they're jailed, and they'll probably pick up another free agent, that mid-level free agent that can help them and get over the hump. And then he messed around and pushes out 2 or 3.
I will say they need some shooting. I will say that. If they can get some certified shooting, I think they'll be fine. All right, moving on. Next question. NBA MVP. Who you got?
MVP this year, I am probably going to go with LeBron.
LeBron?
Yeah, if they don't give LeBron voters fatigue, it can be. I think it's going to be between him and Anthony Davis. I think they're going to really be able to thrive off of each other, and their numbers are going to be astronomical.
See, I think my thought on it is I think the Greek Freak.
I think there's going to be a high voter fatigue for Greek Freak already.
You think so?
Yeah, because he got it last year and he stalled out in the playoffs and he didn't play like.
But I think that he can do so. I think him or one of our old buddies, if Steph Curry could have one of those years.
Step is going to be pushed to a whole nother level this year.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if he can have one of them, Josh, you can't deny. You really can't. I don't even know if they could look past him if he has one of those years. So where the team makes it to the playoffs, they're the 3 or the 4 seed.
So my three MVP candidates are here: Bron, AD, or Boardman, Kawhi Leonard.
I think it's Giannis, Steph Curry, or New Balance boy. All right, moving on to the next one. Okay, who wins NBA Rookie of the Year? Mine is going to be. I'm be honest. Mine's going to be a shock to me. I'm be honest, because from what I saw, mine is going to be a shock to me. But go ahead.
I think Rookie of the Year is going to be John Morant because of how much the ball is going to have to be in his hands and the numbers he's going to generate just by default.
And I'm with you. And it's a shock to me because I never knew the kid until I got to my school where I'm at now. And And when we played against him, I didn't know he played his whole senior year hurt. He still apparently put up numbers because he put up numbers, but he didn't play well against us. But he played well enough for them to beat us. And I was just like, man, I can't see it. Like, I just don't see it. And then when he got to Murray State, listen to me, I was like, okay, I see it now.
I saw it. We played him in the second round of playoffs that year, and he gave us 38. Fortunately, we had a guy named James Reese on our team that gave us 30, gave him 35. We was able to survive that game. But
the kid is a monster. He's always been good.
With John Morant.
And I think I'm gonna go with
John Morant fan because of his character, his family. I love his dad, so I'm going with John Morant.
Yeah, now I think the dark horse in all of this, if he's motivated correctly, which I think he is R.J. Barrett. If the Knicks can somehow make the playoffs, R.J. Barrett will be in the mix for that.
I don't think the Knicks will make the playoffs. I just don't think they know how to win. But I do like R.J. Barrett. And I think of R.J. Barrett, people always look at me with the screw face when I say this, but if R.J. Barrett patterns his game off more of like a Clyde Drexler type player.
Oh, he'll be fine.
Instead of trying to be like a 0.2 guard, I think he'll be fine. Play off the ball, be a slasher, make the open shot when you can, but understand that your game is going to be mid-range slash and getting to the free throw line and until you develop that area. But he reminds me a lot of Clyde Drexler. Yeah. Clyde didn't dribble like him, but Clyde Drexler court vision was terrible. So and RJ Barrett doesn't pass the ball very well. I mean, if he develops that part of his game, he'll be dangerous. He'll be dangerous. But with that being said, what's the next question? My dark horse for Rookie of the Year is Cam Reddish. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was between RJ Barrett and Cam Reddish for me.
Yeah, mine is Cam. I love Cam Reddish. Go ahead.
All right. So let's go to the next step. All right. So next question: Eastern Conference finish, playoffs. Rank the playoff teams, with the 8th seed to the 1st seed.
All right. So 8th seed. Can I go from first? It's easy for me to go.
Okay, we'll go first to 8. Go first to 8.
All right. So give me. I like Philly finishing
at
first.
1.
Yeah, I like Philly at 1.
Tough.
I like Philly at 1. I like Boston at 2. I like Milwaukee at 3. Okay. I like Milwaukee at 3. I like. Jeez. Then that thing kind of splatters out. And everybody started like play even ball after that.
Yeah.
I think. So I got Milwaukee at 3. I think Orlando, Miami, maybe the Wizards can make up like that 4, 5, 6, and when I say the Wizards, I mean like a deep 6 too.
A deep 6 from half court.
Well, give me this. Give me the Pacers. Give me that young Pacers team at 4. So give me that young Pacers team at 4. Give me that Orlando team at 5. Give me Miami at 6. Give me the Wizards maybe at 8. And for that 7th spot, give me. Jeez, I'm probably the East is probably gonna have me looking super crazy. I don't know who else is left out there in the East. It's so.
Let me tell you what I got, and then you tell me what you fit. Because you still got somebody to put at 7, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, first off, if you've listened to the show before, you know I'm a Knicks fan, and I think the Knicks can make the playoffs, but we ain't gonna barn burn this thing. So
I think they can go 8.
I'm putting the Knicks at 8. Okay. So then I'm going to go from in between 1 and 8. So at first, I think Milwaukee, they play the best defense. I just think they're going to be good.
Okay.
Philly at 2.
Okay.
I think the departure of, oh God, what's the boy name? From Boston. Jesus Christ, how lost the name?
Kyrie Irving?
Kyrie. The departure of Kyrie puts Boston right up there. So they're in 3rd.
Okay.
I agree with you on that young Indiana team at 4.
Okay.
I think due to Kawhi leaving, Toronto steps up their game.
That's who I left out. Give me Toronto. Okay.
I think Toronto at
Give me
5.
Toronto in there. Yeah.
I put Atlanta, a nice young Atlanta team, at 6. I put Miami at 7, Knicks at 8.
Okay, let me regurgitate mine. Because I don't know how I forgot about Toronto. I apologize to all the Toronto fans out there.
Hey.
Give me. I'm gonna stick with what I got. Give me Philly at 1. Give me Milwaukee at 2.
Okay.
Boston at 3.
Mm-hmm.
Give me that young Pacers team at 4. Give me Toronto at 5. Give me Orlando at 6. Give me Miami at 7, and give me the Wizards at 8.
At 8, okay.
I don't mean to knock your Knicks out, because I think the Knicks have way more promise than the Wizards right now. But they're so young, and they got to prove that they know how to win.
Yeah, no. I agree.
All right, let's get to
the West. To the West.
All right, this is where it gets ugly, because there's going to be a couple of plus 500 teams that aren't going to make the
playoffs.
All right, so let me get to it. Let me let my balls drop, and let me not have to be scary and make these choices. All right, because you gotta let your nuts drop on the ground. Just not care what anybody else thinks. You just gotta
do it. You just gotta do it.
All right, so boom, here they go, and then I'm gonna pick my NBA champion after this. All right, boom, here they go. Let them drop. Give me in the West. I'm letting my nuts drop now. Give me the Clippers. They're going to actually probably wind up with the best record in the West. Okay. Give me the Clippers right there, and then boom. After the Clippers, watch my money talk now. Give me the Trailblazers at 2. Now, most people,
that's tough.
And I'm gonna tell you why I'm picking the Trailblazers at 2. They got the best chemistry in the NBA.
Yeah.
They got the best chemistry in the NBA. Their 2 best players get along better than anybody else in the NBA. Yeah, I know they say Westbrook and Harden are best friends, but watch this money talk right here. It was Westbrook's team when they were in OKC. James Harden ain't about to give it up and say, hey, we're going to share this team here in Houston. No, this is still my team. You my homeboy, but you're going to have to get in where you fit in, partner. All right, so let's start back over. Give me the Clippers. The Trailblazers. Give me the LA Lakers, because LeBron is smart and he's going to figure out where they need to finish if they stay healthy. Okay. Give me the Lakers at 3. Give me the Denver Nuggets at 4. Okay. Now Denver is going to be scary, because I think if they stay healthy, they're going to know how to win regular season games. And I do think the Joker is probably the best, big man in the NBA right now, as far as ball skill, passing, and being a point center. Even though Embiid is probably the most dominant big man, and I still like Embiid a lot. So give me the Nuggets at 4. And that Nugget Laker 3-4 thing can probably flip flop and go anyway. But I'm like I said, I'm gonna be a man and make these choices. Give me the Nuggets at 4. Give me the Houston Rockets at 5. Now a lot of people are gonna want to slap me and say, what the heck are you talking about? But remember, the Houston Rockets are in the West, and James Harden and Westbrook don't play any D. Say what you want.
Yeah, they don't play defense.
And if your 2 leading guards don't like to play D in the West, with the way that thing look, you're going to have a lot of problems. And I just got to see. I thought they were going to stand around a lot with Chris Paul. Now they're probably it's going to be a lot more standing around. And
it's going to be tough. You got 2 of the highest usage players in the league, number 1 and number 2.
And one dude is trying to figure out how to hit one leg threes.
Yeah.
So I'm a James Harden fan. I love him. I like how he's revolutionized.
Boy, wait till you got to wait till you hear mine.
Yeah, okay. It's like Kobe said, it's going to be hard to win the way James Harden plays. And that's what Kobe meant by that. Ball movement. So, okay. So I got you with that. So give me Houston at 5. And then 6, 7, 8. It's going to be kind of tough. So, whew. I'm a plug him in how I can. Who I got left? Who are some good candidates that's still out there? Shoot. Give me the Dallas Mavericks at 6. Yeah, can't forget about them. I think with a healthy unicorn, aka Porzingis.
Yeah,
And
if he's healthy, because he
and Luka, and with Luka, man, can you imagine that pick and roll for your mama?
Yeah.
Man, Lord have mercy, somebody touch me low. All right, so give me the Dallas Mavericks at 6. At 7 and 8. At 7 and 8, I would like to believe the young Sacramento Kings finish at 8, and Golden State is not going to make the playoffs because I'm going to put Utah at 7. Okay.
Now, you let yours drop. From listening to yours, I was like, damn, mine really about to, I'm really about to go out on a limb. All right. So here we go. All right. First seed, number 1 seed, Denver Nuggets. Really like that team. Really like that team.
That's a safe pick.
I really like that team. Finishing second, the Clippers. Safe. It's a safe pick. Safe pick.
Your nuts ain't dropping much.
No. But they're going to. Go ahead. In third, I'm going to put that chemistry you was talking about, the Portland Trailblazers, third.
Okay.
Then we're going to talk about the Joker, fourth.
You just said the Denver Nuggets. That's
No, I'm sorry. Utah Jazz. My fault.
Utah Jazz. Okay.
Utah Jazz, fourth. Then here's where it got kind of jumbled up for me, but then the good Lord spoke to me. And at 5, just call it a hunch, but I think Golden State's gonna get 5. I think a very well coached Popovich team is going to finish 6 because I don't care who he is, still the best coach in the NBA. I think the Dallas Mavericks finish at 7, and then the Pelicans rounded out at 8.
You know what? I'm a renege again. We ain't playing spades. I don't care. And I don't want to make Coach Correll Johnson mad, our girls coach at AC Floor. It was foolish of me. And I apologize not to include the Spurs. In my mind, I had the Spurs in there because they just make the playoffs every year. So in my mind, I was saying Spurs.
So who you going to drop out, though?
Oh, the goddamn Sacramento Kings.
See, but hold on, Josh. Did you notice how mine dropped? Because you know who I left out, right?
Who you leave out?
Bronny.
The Lakers?
I left out Bronny.
That's not your nuts dropping. That's just retardation.
No, how was that retardation?
Dog, that's crazy. I don't know if we can say retardation. God, y'all forgive me. I don't know if that's right, but politically correct, but that's just stupid. All right, so here we go. I'm going to bump it back. Give me the Spurs. Give me the Spurs at 6, and I'm gonna bump the Dallas Mavericks to 7, and I can't remember who I had in that 6th spot. So let me just run mine all.
Yeah, run yours off again.
Okay.
Because now you got to find a spot for the Lakers.
The Lakers are in there. The Clippers. The Trailblazers at 2. The Lakers at 3. The Nuggets at 4. The Houston Rockets at 5. The Spurs at 6. The Dallas Mavericks. The Utah Jazz the Utah Jazz at 7. The Dallas Mavericks at 8. That's the money I'm sticking with.
Okay.
Now, most people at the house, most people that's listening be like, oh, how he going to go back and change it? Because I want to. This is a talk show. All right? And I went back and I just changed it. And if you don't like it, I don't care.
Well, I'm just saying, though, Josh, like. I just
think you're going too far. Now, that is a big nut drop.
The Rockets, I don't think the Rockets or the Lakers are going to make the playoffs.
You left the Rockets and the Lakers out?
Yeah, I didn't have the Rockets in.
I don't feel too bad about reneging them. I think my list, I definitely know my West list is going to be better than yours.
Your West list is not going to be better than mine.
No, you kind of scare me with your East because you made some great decisions on the East. I like how you brought the young Atlanta Hawks in there.
Yeah.
as far as your West, like that's ludicrous. Like
How?
That's look, I need one of
Well,
my
first off,
big
okay,
words
no,
right now
no,
because that
Josh,
makes no sense what you just said.
No, Josh, you said what's the best ability? The best ability is availability, right? We don't know if LeBron's going to be around for an entire season.
Oh man, please don't. You know what?
We don't know.
You know what? I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this.
Josh, we don't know.
Because a very wise brother who happened to be a Kappa, we all make mistakes.
There's no wise brother that's a Kappa.
A very wise brother that's
I don't know any Kappas that are wise.
Happened to say, it's no need to compare. Just enjoy the greatness of both. And I understand that. But stop acting like LeBron. LeBron got about at least 4 full speed years. I'm talking about mature, thoughtful full speed years. I ain't talking about just burning out, putting the forward to the glass. But he's gonna be there, dog. Like his body looks great. He's gonna play smart. He's gonna play under control. LeBron is going to be there. So So please don't say that, dog. You got LeBron, who's technically still the best player in the NBA, and AD, who everyone was saying the best player was the best player in the NBA before he got hurt and then decided not to play last year because he wanted to get out of New Orleans. And I don't approve with the way he did it, but I think you put those two guys on the same team with the IQs around him and the winners around him. Man, stop it. Stop it.
Josh, listen, Josh.
I can't let you listen. I will give you a chance to be to renege.
I'm not gonna. Josh, I'm not reneging.
Listen, no, because I know you're a LeBron hater, and
I am not a LeBron hater. I am not a LeBron hater.
If you're saying LeBron is not going to make the playoffs, that's being a LeBron.
How was that being a LeBron hater?
How is LeBron not going to make the playoffs?
I didn't say
Davis on his team.
But
Anthony Davis is a top 3 player in the NBA. How is he not? And the only reason dudes didn't put him in the top 3 because he really didn't play last year. So they get mad at him and say this and do other crazy stuff.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not mad at him. I just feel as a team, I just don't think. Now, will they be vastly improved from last year? Yes, they will.
Bruh, so you're talking like...
They will be vastly improved.
You do know LeBron was a very strong third in the West before he got hurt last year, right?
And
you
then
know that, right?
Okay. Yeah, no. Okay. And
by the time he came back, them young boys literally had this man out of the playoff hunt, and he tried to fight to get him back in it, but there was no need to overexert himself, especially when he knew AD was coming.
Josh, question. Did they make the playoffs?
No, because LeBron didn't finish the season.
It don't matter. No. Did they make the playoffs?
Right.
No. They didn't.
Stop it, man.
They didn't. They did not make the playoffs.
Because LeBron got hurt.
No,
you got to
ain't no cuz. It's either Josh. Let me ask you a question. One of your players gets hurt. Right? You lose the game. Are you about to sit there and go, well, I'd have won if I'd have had this kid?
Hell yeah. If it costs me,
man,
I'm
Josh,
a
publicly you would not say that.
Publicly, I don't give a fat butt about what people think.
No, I'm not saying this about what people think. I'm not saying this about what people think.
The truth.
But publicly you would not say that.
You can't make up these variables.
I'm not making up a variable.
So were they not a strong third in the West before LeBron got hurt?
That's before he got hurt, and then he got hurt.
Exactly. And that's why I question what you're saying about these young Pelicans. Those young boys don't know how to win.
But they weren't coached. They weren't coached.
That's showing LeBron's greatness all over again.
They weren't coached.
Young dudes who are not well coached.
LeBron was the coach. Okay. LeBron was the coach. I'm not denying LeBron's greatness. LeBron is a great player. He's the second best player to ever play the game. I understand that. I'm doubt in my mind.
I'm legit about to block you on all social media.
Why are you going to block me on social media?
Sitting here talking about this man is not. If they're healthy, how in the hell would the Lakers not make the playoffs?
Okay. Let me ask you this. All right. So you're fighting me on that, but you're not even saying anything to the fact that I left the Rockets out the playoffs.
I think you're wrong about the Rockets too. I just don't have the energy to argue.
How? Okay.
Like I said, two very, very good teams aren't going to make
the
the
Rockets. The Rockets are not going to make the playoffs. The Rockets are not going to make the playoffs.
It's not going to be the Rockets. It's not going to be the Rockets. It's not going to be the Lakers.
The Rockets are not making the playoffs.
Man, let's just move on.
Josh, the Rockets or the Lakers are not making the playoffs. I said it here first, just so people know.
Matter of fact, I want you to cut that clip out. I'm about to tweet that. What you said.
Yo, you can tweet it. Tweet it.
I'm going to tweet it, dog.
Tweet it.
I'm going to tweet it. This
Please.
man just said the Rockets and the Lakers
are not making the playoffs. I said it first.
All right, whatever, dog.
Just so people know that I said it first.
Yeah, you can say it first. You're going to be the first person to say it wrong. You're going to be the first wrong person.
I'm not saying it wrong. Now, and all
my
this,
NBA champion. I will continue to let them drop, and I'm going to go with the LA Lakers.
Oh God. Well, for me, it ain't going to be them.
I think the Lakers beat the Celtics in the NBA Finals.
Okay.
Yep.
I think the Bucks beat the Nuggets in the NBA Finals.
The Bucks beat the Nuggets.
That's my.
All right, man. Go ahead. Start with shout out.
I'm dead serious. So we ain't even gonna go back and forth. There's no banter.
No, I think Giannis probably has the potential to be the most dominant player in the East. But yeah, I just think I just made a pick. Philly might be the team to make it.
Nah, I don't think Philly. Old boy still don't have a jump shot. So
yeah, but it's all good. Listen, I don't have the energy to keep arguing with you.
You're not arguing with me. It's intellectual conversation between friends.
It's not intellectual when you say dumb stuff.
How am I saying dumb stuff?
No, for you to say the Lakers not going to make the playoffs.
The Lakers are not making the playoffs.
Dog.
Hey man,
so I want to start out with my shout outs, man. Shout out to
wait, hold on. What you like? You like that jacket? No. What is that, Jack? Or that Patron? Put a bottle of Patron on it.
Put a bottle of Patron on it.
We put a bottle of Patron on it.
Put a bottle of Patron on it, dog. Silver. Patron silver.
That Patron silver on it.
I don't want none of that extra stuff. Just put a bottle of Patron on it.
A bottle of Patron. If they don't make the playoffs, a bottle of Hennessy Black.
We talking about straight Lakers, though.
Straight Lakers. Just like nothing else. Lakers don't make the playoffs. That's where we at.
And I want my bottle as soon as they clinch. You ain't gonna even wait.
No, I'm not gonna. Yo, listen. I want my bottle as soon as they out. As soon as LeBron get hurt. Just give me my bottle.
I'm about to go ahead. Let's go ahead and get off because I'm about to start tweeting about you. I'm legit about to start tweeting about you. All right, so I'm gonna start with my shout outs, man.
Go ahead, bro.
To all our listeners, we're gonna keep trying to give y'all a good product weekly and get it out to you guys. Shout out to all my peers that are coaching, and I pray you guys have a great season and remain healthy and play well and reach all your goals except when you play us. You know, I hope you shoot your worst shooting night every night that, you play us. So other than that, I wish everyone well. I wish you the best. Stay healthy. Shout out to all the people. Like I said early in the show, let's just love each other. Let's figure out a way to move forward. I ain't big on fairy tales. I'm a realist. So let's just keep fighting, keep trying to move forward, and let's see where we go from there. Go ahead, brother.
All right, man. I want to give a shout out to my family, man. Always there. Shouts out to Mir, the superstar soccer player. Been kicking them goals in. They missed him the other day. They didn't score any goals. So my man is popping. Your nephew is doing his thing. So shouts out to him. Shouts out to the team. Today, had to kick a kid out of practice because he wasn't going hard. Guess what happened? Everybody started going hard. So shouts out to them boys for going hard, the ones that actually got a chance to stay. A definite shout out to our listeners. Always supporting us, man. And like I said, we could not continue to do this. The motivation for doing this comes from you guys listening. And shouts out to Kev. Kev texted me like, yo, when's another show coming out? I said, yo, we got you. So definite shouts out to Kev. All them other coaches in the lab, Sav, man, like it's too many names. Definitely a great thank you and a shout out to the voice of South Carolina, Mr. Stacey Hough, the Huffster. We appreciate having you on. Once again, As always, you can catch us on all social media at the Staley and English Show. That's the Staley and English Show. If you want to catch the show, you can catch it on all social media podcast platforms, as well as you can catch us on defylifepods.com. And shoot, man, listen, it is what it is. We miss our brother Micah today. Hopefully we get him. The baby Maya has been, doing her thing. So I seen some pictures. Beautiful, beautiful little baby girl. So shouts out to you and the
Baby
wife.
Mia.
Jesus, Maya. I said Mia. Sorry about that.
That's all right. You're the same dude that said the Lakers not going to make the playoffs. So
Man, shut up, man. Shut
you
up.
make mistakes.
Shut up. I do make mistakes, but Mia, I'm sorry. My bad, Mike. But definitely shouts out to you, your lovely wife, and Mia down in the great city and sunshine of Orlando. And we're going to go ahead and get out of here. And remember that put God first. Everything else will follow. Peace. Yo, the summertime is winding down, so it's time to go ahead and get that fall wardrobe together. Check out the new fall line from Defy Life Gear. It's got all new designs, jackets, socks, and you gotta check out the brand new alternate logo. We also got sweatshirts for all the podcast gear you love so much. So go ahead and visit www.defylifegear.com. That's www.defylifegear.com to get your gear today. And remember, Defy Life, lifestyle defiant. It's defylifegear.com.